Okay. Hey there, welcome to Rusty's Sudoku stream. Not doing a late night edition today, although I am a little later than I should be. I'll already have the lights on, so don't have to worry about that later on when it gets darker. It's going to get darker earlier and earlier for another couple of weeks here. Although after that, the nights will start shortening and the days will become great again. For now, we're getting great nights and short days, or at least short hours of daylight. See how this does in just a moment here. I got more digits to put in. All right, we are playing medium difficulty puzzle number 484 from the SudokuStore's 1,000 puzzles. There's 1,000 medium puzzles collection. This is the last medium puzzle for the week. We'll be going to hard puzzles on Friday and Saturday, and we'll see how things go. Let's see, is this solvable? It thinks it is. Looks to me like somebody's got their arms up going, I don't know. Right? All right, well, let's get to see if we can solve this here. This one's not going to be 5, that's going to be a 5, so 5 here, 5 here, 5 here, and 5 here. Let's see, 3 there and there. There. So one of these will be a 3. One of these will be a 3. One of these two, it looks like that's going to be a 3, so this will be a 3. And now I've got 2 possibilities, 3 here. And obviously here as well. How about 1s? Do we have anything useful there? Well, we've got a 1 here. It kind of cramps our style here. I've got 4 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here, 7 here, 4 here, 4 here, 5 or 4 here, and everything's open here. So 1s aren't going to be very useful. How about 2s? Well, we've got 2 possibilities here. Those 2. Does this one, or this 2 here and this 2 here prevent anything else? This 2 and this 2 work together to say these 2 are going to be 2s. We're going to have 2 possibilities here, which means around here we've got one of these 2 is going to be a 2. And let's see, we've got 5 possibilities here. Still too many possibilities here. And so on. And still, no, I take it back. We got 4 possibilities here, 6 possibilities here for 2. No, 4 possibilities for 2. Because this one says, this one here says, this can't be a 2. All right. Already covered 3s. Let's look at 4s. One of these 2 is going to be a 4. We've got 3 possibilities here. 2 possibilities here. Oh, my mistake. We have 3 possibilities here, including this one. Down here, I've got 4 possibilities. And here we've got a single possibility, which means this is a 2 now. That does have some effect here as well. That's a 2. And did we get anything else? Well, one of these 2 is, nope. We got a 4 there. One of these 3 is going to be a 4. We got 2 digits here. One of them is going to be a 1. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of them is going to be an 8. And that kind of helps, but it's more help in saying that, yeah, here it can't be a 1 or an 8. 1 or 8 are going to be up here. Got an 8 here, so 1 is going to be one of these 3. Things like that. So we'll come back to that in a little bit. We're working on 4s. See, we still have 5 possibilities for 4 there, 2 here, 3 here, here we've got 3, here we've got a 4 already, and here we've got 3. All right, so let's look at 5s. Conveniently, we've got one right there. We've got one here, here. Like we've already gone through and found most of the 5s. And maybe all of them. Yep, all the 5s are taken. So 6s. 6 here. 6 here says one of these 3 is going to be a 6. One of these 3 will be a 6. One of these 2 is going to be a 6. Can't be here because of this 6. Can't be over here because of this 6. We've got 4 corners here. Down here, we've got 3 possibilities as well. All right, on to 7s. We got a 7 here, a 7 here. I've got 4 possibilities here, 2 possibilities here. That means this one's going to be a 7, and that's going to be a 7. With that, we end up with 3 possibilities here, 2 possibilities here. Here we end up with 2 possibilities, but this one can't. Nope. We don't get 2. We got that one already. So over here, we still have 4 possibilities. Then we get 3 here, and we end up with 3 here. All right, on to 8s. Get those 2 8s along with this one. Then this one, that means one of these 2 is an 8. I've got 3 possibilities up here. Here we've got 4 possibilities. Here we've got 3 possibilities. And 4 possibilities here, 2 here. All right, on to 9s. Oop, not put a 9 there yet. Might be a 9. Didn't complain that it was in conflict with anything, but that's not a guarantee. Okay, we've got a 9 here, a 9 here, a 9 here. So one of these 2 is going to be a 9. And so that one can't be a 9, but I've got 4 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here, and 4 possibilities here. All right, does this help any with narrowing things down? Well, we've got 7, 3 pair here, so these 2 are going to be 1s, and 6s, it looks like. Which means none of these can be a 6. We've got a 6 down here, so this one's going to be a 6. That makes this a 3. Got a pair of 9s here. 3, for everything's still possible for 1s. Nope, I take it back. One of these 2 is going to be a 1, because none of these can be a 1 because I've got the 1, 6 pair here. This is going to be a 7 and a 3 here now. Does that help anything yet? Not specifically. However, we have a 7 going in here and a 1 here. We could tell that by virtue of the fact that this 7 prevented anything in here. This one prevented this one, so that left this one with a 7. One of these two is going to be a 7 now. And I still have 3 possibilities and 7s there. But since I've got a 7-4 pair here now, this one becomes a 1 because I can't put a 1 here because of that. And we get a 8 coming in here, which means one of these two is going to be an 8. What else do we have coming in here? I've got a 1. So one of these is going to be a 2. Looks like it's going to be one of these two. So this becomes an 8. I got a 9-2 pair there. We can now fill in this one. It is going to be a 6. This is going to be an 8. Takes care of that. And then we've got 3 digits, or 3 numbers left. One of these two is going to be a 1. We've got 2's going in to any one of these 3 places. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 9 is going to be one of these 3 as well. So the 1 is really, the ones are really the only thing I can put in there right now. However, we've got a series here which says this is going to be a 1, so that's a 1. Now I can drop 2's and the 9's in here. All right. What else have we got here? 1, 2, 3. So we still have all 5 of these could be 4's. 5. We've got 3 possibilities for a 6 here. Oops. Take it back. That's going to be a 6. So now we have 2 possibilities for a 6. And that's not one of them. So this is our 6. That means one of these two is going to be a 6, which pairs up with that one. I'm kind of hoping this doesn't end up being a 6-1 pair, but we'll see. Let's see. No, it can't be a 1 because one of these 2 is going to be a 1 up here. Back down here, I get the 1, 2, 3, 4 in one of these 3. We get 2 possibilities for 4 here. 7, 7, 2, 2, 4, 4, 1, 1. The 1's, 2's, 3, 4's, 5, 6, 7's, 8. And that means I've got 3 possibilities for a 9. Looks like we'll be coming back to that. All right. Over here, again, 1, 2, 3. I keep getting pulled off of this, don't I? We got a 4 in one of these 3. 5 here, 6 here. One of these 2 is now a 7. Because this one says neither of these can be. That means this is a 7 and this becomes a 4. Does that help any? It does mean that we've only got 3 possibilities for 4 here, but it also means one of these 2 is going to be a 4. So this one will not. This one will be. This becomes a 2, a 7, and then one of these 2 is going to be a 9 with the 1 as an alternative for it. So that makes this into a 2. This becomes a 9. This becomes a 9. This becomes a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. one of these two. This one's going to be a 4. That makes this into a 1. That makes this in... Nope, that doesn't make that into a 1, does it? Or that isn't a 4. One or the other. Okay, let's assume that... no, let's not assume. We know one of these two has to be a 1. The other has to be a 9. Because I've got a 9 here. Yeah, one of these two is going to be a 9. So this could potentially be a 9 as well. This can't be a 7. So that's going to be our 7. Let's see, down here, we got 1, 2, 3, pair of 4s, 5, 6, 7. 3 possibilities for an 8. 8, 8, and 8. And 2 possibilities for a 9. So one of these 3 can be an 8. And one of these 2 can be a 9. This one can't be a 9, so these 2 can't be a 9. These 2 can't be a 9. That means with this 9 here and this 9 here, this is a 9. This becomes a 1. That means 9 here. This can't be an 8, so it's a 4. This is an 8. This is a 1 and an 8 here. 1 and a 9 here. Up here, we now get a 1 and a 6. We end up with 6 here, a 9 and a 2 here, and then we finish this one out with the 4 here, and it looks like we've got an 8 going in here to solve the puzzle. 15 minutes, 45 seconds. Not bad for a medium puzzle. I'd like to be better at this, but hey, we at least got this all going, and I didn't have to do a flood fill for it. Have a great day, everybody. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'll get my results posted, and we'll have the solution over on Blue Sky in about, let's see, a little over 8 hours.